Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are in the US at the University of Miami looking for BSc, Masters, and PhD scholarships. Yes, today we have BSc scholarships as well. So, usually, mostly on the channel, we have just Masters and PhD opportunities. But I'm happy to announce to you today that we have BSc opportunities. So remember to do your deep dive, do your very deep dive, because this is just like a summary, a guidance of how to go about the different processes. In your own free time, visit the website, read thoroughly the information given, and then ask specific questions, either to the university or in the comment section of this video on how to go about the application process. So let's begin without any further delay. BSc, MSc, PhD scholarships at the University of Miami in the USA. Let's go. So we'll begin with the BSc scholarships. So there are a number of them here. There are about five of them, as you can see. The Stamps Scholarship, the Isaac Singer, Ronald Martha George scholarships. So just scroll down a little to see the residency eligibility. For the Stamps Scholarship and Isaac Scholarship, anyone can apply. Anyone applying for a first year course can apply, while the others are mostly for US residents or US citizens. And there are some other ones here. The President's Scholarship worth 28,000 per annum. And there's this Keynes Achievement Awards worth 16 per annum as well. I think this is also open for everybody since there are no specific criteria. So let's look at the ones open for everyone. The stamps, for instance. So this is a fully funded scholarship, covers full attendance cost for 4 years for undergrad studies, as you can see, and then covers tuition fees, on campus housing, a meal plan, university health insurance, textbooks, laptop allowance, and access to $12,000 enrichment funds. So this is a lot. This is a lot: tuition, meal, housing, laptop allowance, and $12,000 extra. So this is a scholarship you might just be interested in if you're looking for a fully funded a master's award. So you might have to still have a bit of money in your pocket anyway, because this 12,000 might not cover your entire living cost. So you might have to raise other costs, probably as loans or personal savings or from work. So who is qualified for this scholarship? Well, for anyone who applies before 1st of November. So there's this what they call early action applications. So action applications will require you to apply before the 1st of November, and you're automatically considered for this scholarship. So the other things here you have to do, terms and conditions, but you might want to get a feel of the different departments. So these are the different departments here in the university. It's a very long list here, and I'm sure you'll be interested in at least one of the courses. So these are the different BSc opportunities. So let's go to frequently asked questions section for international students. You might also get lots of information here. Your application requirements, department requirements. So what do you need to bring together as a first year student? You might get it from here. So these are the general application requirements. High school transcripts, test scores. You might want to write the SAT or ACT, although they say it's optional. English requirements as well, either the TOEFL or the IELTS. But if you studied in an English speaking country, that can be waived as well. You can find full information about that here, and other things about this application, other things you need to provide for a competitive application. So this is it, guys. This is it. Things you need to provide. So there are other things here about requirements by countries. You check if your country is on the list, and what documents you're meant to provide. So documents according to countries. Let's go to Nigeria and see what Nigerians are meant to provide. So 5 academic credits in SSC, WAEC, and the rest. You can also check for your own country. So if your country is not there, you can always send them an email or go back to this frequently asked section page and see how you can meet the application's requirements, even your country is not there. So the other things here, of course, you can take a look at yourself. It's just to breeze you through the basic requirements and you do the deep digging for things relevant to your own discipline, relevant to your own interest. So that's the STAMPS scholarship. Remember, there's another one. Apart from the STAMPS, there's this Isaac Bas Bashelvis Singer scholarship. So this just covers only full tuition. Remember, STAMPS covers tuition, covers feeding, covers health insurance, and most and a number of other things. But this just covers full tuition as well, and has a similar application process to what we've seen in the STAMPS scholarship. So try to apply before 1st of November. Of course, I'll be leaving links to these websites below. I'll leave links to this one and also the frequently asked questions section where you can get further details on how to apply. And of course, we can always navigate through here to find the different departments. Go to honors, you find the different departments and check the department you wish to study in. So that's undergrad opportunities. So let's go to postgrad opportunities. That's for masters and PhD. So there are lots of opportunities here, and admittedly, the application window for this year's intake is closed. So for those hoping to enter this year, 2022, it's already a little bit late, but you can start preparing already for next intake, as the application window will open in a few months' time. In July, August, schools will start accepting applications, and you do not want to wait till then before you start contacting professors or making inquiries. You want to start now to start making inquiries. So immediately the application window opens, your inquiry is not drowned in the thousands of other emails that will be coming to the university about the application process. So let's look at one of the departments. So there are lots of departments here, but let's check. Let's go to chemistry, for instance. Let's see, what does chemistry require at the University of Miami? So this is chemistry. They have MSc and they have a PhD program. Most times in the US, there are usually more scholarships for a PhD than an MSc. And it's also possible to move directly from a bachelor's to a PhD. So do this calculation while you're applying. Do you want to do a PhD directly? If yes, can you move directly from a BSc to a PhD? If possible, why not just go for it? But if they want you to go through a master's, that is fine. But just have it at the back of your mind that most times PhDs are funded more than MScs, if that makes sense. So let's go to admissions. So you see admissions here, you can always go to international students, if you're international students, to see what you need to provide. And as I said, an application fee, I don't know if I've said this before, sorry, application fee might apply. So if you need to apply for a waiver, check for how to apply for a waiver. Type in here application fee waivers and see if there are possible ways. But I know University of Miami charges about, I think, $70 for application, but this might vary depending on the department. So do not quote me, check in your own department. So these are the requirements for international applicants. What about funding, financial assistance at this department? So it says here that most of the teaching assistants or most of those admitted in this Department of Chemistry, are assured of over $29,000 per annum, close to $30,000 per annum. That's a lot of money in form of teaching and research assistantships. So that's a lot of money, and I think you should take advantage of that. And one way of getting assistantships is by contacting supervisors. So this is the list of different professors in the department. So one good way of securing an assistantship is to send them an email. I've done this severally on my channel. How to send emails to supervisors. Tell them that you intend to study for a PhD or an MSc in this department, and you're also looking for a teaching assistantship or a research assistantship, which will help cover your funding and which will also serve as an avenue for you to garner experience, for you to gain exposure in your field of study. So usually you find a professor here whose interest is closely aligned to yours. So interact with them, send them an email, look for their works, look for how their work relates to what you've done in the past and your future interest and your present skills and specialization. So, for instance, if you are employed as a research assistant for this professor, what do you find interesting in his present research, and what new materials, what innovation would you bring into his lab or her lab? So that's what you're expected to do. There is a video on this channel already on how to write letters to professors. I think I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. So do this for the other courses as well. There's a long list here of different courses. And as I said, the admissions window for most courses, that's for the PhD and MSc, has closed for this year, but about to open for next year. So the deadline is the 15th of January. So this 15th of January is about 15th of January next year. But before this date, you can use this opportunity to start contacting professors to see if you have to write any of these exams, whether you have to write the GRE or you need to write the TOEFL or the IELTS, or whether you have to raise money for the application fee. This is the time to do so now. So you have the advantage of time, if that makes sense. So start working. Do not wait till January next year. Of course, that will already be too late. You need the professor's approval. You need to also have all your documents in place, and that might take time. So you now have a few months to put yourself together and put forward a competitive application. And that is it, guys. I hope this was useful. First, we started with the different BSc scholarships, and then we moved to the different MSc PhD opportunities here at the University of Miami. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Get to work, start putting your documents together, and do not forget to subscribe if you've not done so already. Very important, because many more opportunities are coming your way on this YouTube channel. Do not also forget to subscribe. Yeah, I've said that already, but do not forget to recommend this video or this channel in general to your friends and your family members and all those interested in international funding opportunities. So, bye bye for now, but I'll see you at the top sooner than later.